we should feel sorry for women like Tomi Lahren, part 3. So in the other parts, I broke down her major points and sort of deciphered what she really meant by these things. I talked about her narcissism. I talked about how, modern women are influenced by feminism, whether they realize it or not. They're told their shit doesn't stink, and because of, looks, because of sexual beauty, and because men are programmed to chase them and not the other way around, and men are supposed to, bring something to the table in order to get sex. Sex isn't, women barter with sex, and this is something I've said for the longest, something that's so obvious. Women use sex to get what they want, right? Tomi Lahren has an overinflated sense of ego. Now, to some extent, she does have a good career, but of course, you have to realize that her career wouldn't be there if she wasn't good looking. She would not be where she's at because, she's just smart. No, it's because she has, she's hot, right? Guys like looking at her. And then I touched a little bit on, the phoniness of the right. Of course, if anybody knows me, I know I am not a liberal at all. I'm not a Democrat. I'm a centrist libertarian, if anything. I don't even like politics at all. I think politics are maybe necessary insofar as legislation and laws and governing the world in each individual country. But there's so much bullshit in politics. There's so much lying and manipulation going on and phony people within it. It's, so I touched on that as far as these fake tradcons, these fake tradcon women goes. Touched on gynocentrism and how because of gynocentrism we have these women running around acting like they're God's gift to the world, and they really have done nothing. They've accomplished nothing besides being sexy. Again, this is what creates women like Tomi Lahren, right? And all that she's talking about of value, and she's telling men what to do and all this stuff, that comes out of narcissism, ego, and hypergamy. And it's gynocentrism. It's backed up by gynocentrism because she is able, no one is checking her. No one's like, shut up, you're nothing. Like, everyone's like, yes, you're so beautiful, so you can say what, we'll take you on dates and we'll do everything. This is guy simping. Guys are simping for her, and because of this, she feels entitled to the top 5 to 10% of the guys. However, again, she's mad. She's mad because the top 5 to 10% of guys don't give a shit about her. They just want to pump and dump. They don't care that she thinks she's great. They don't think she's great because the top 5 or 10% of men actually have choice. The type of men she's dictating to and feels she rules over are the kind of guys who have no backbone, are the kind of guys who are in a scarcity mindset, are the type of guys who don't have standards, the type of guys who just because they see a pretty girl, they fall to all the pieces, right? So, that's the modern female dating strategy. It's to chase these top men and use sex to keep them interested until they fall in love. And this is a stupid strategy. That's not how you find love, is by using sex. But this is all women know, because from a young age they're like, oh, I'm pretty, I'm different, people treat me different because I'm pretty, and they learn to walk around like their shit doesn't stink. They learn to walk around using their looks as if their looks are their power, right? So it's very natural for them to use sex to get a man into a relationship, but that never works because men aren't stupid. Yeah, we want sex and we'll exploit that. And because of modern feminism, promiscuity is normal and natural now. Everybody's having sex, so it's okay, it's cool, it's fine. Like, hey, everybody's having sex, so might as well, right? And then women think this is a strategy to keep a man, and they don't realize that no, that's not. You're supposed to, or what you should do is you should look for commonalities, look for personalities that you like, and you shouldn't sleep with everybody you date. But that you can't tell women that. This is modern women. This is what they do. So this is why they're constantly in this perpetual state of being pumped and dumped. This is why they're constantly in this perpetual state of jumping from guy to guy. And this is why they're never happy, and they rarely ever settle down until they're finally, until they finally hit the wall and realize that, hey, my looks can't get me everything that I want in life. So, I'm going to settle for some guy who just has a good job and he's just a steady beta guy, right? that's just what it is. That's how it is with Tomi Lahren. That's how it is with women like this. Eventually, in 5 or 10 years, her looks will go down, and she'll realize, you know, if she really wants love, or quote unquote love, or she really wants a guy to settle down with, she realized she'll have to just drop this narcissism and drop these unrealistic standards, and you know, pick a guy. So using sex as a dating and marriage strategy is an exercise in failure, you know, and we can hear it in her voice. She's getting burned. She's getting used by these top tier guys that she wants, but she can't keep them, right? It's not a smart way to find love, right? Which brings me to the obvious point. Tomi Lahren isn't smart. She's not a smart woman, okay? Her showing the world her true colors will follow her for the rest of her life. Her making this video, I mean, maybe there's so many videos out there that people will forget, but any guy, because she's so public, because she's famous, like any guy who's going to settle down with her is going to, unless, you know, she'll probably end up just finding a yes man. This is what women like this find. These, you know, like Jada Pinkett. Will Smith is a yes man, sorry to say. You know, she runs the relationship. This is what women really want, and they think that this is the way for them. Oh, I'll be happy if I really run the relationship. And they run it through psychology and emotional, you know, manipulation of the man through sex. Again, it's weird shit, man. And this is what feminism does. It's, you know, people act like, oh, well, this is the new modern way of dating. No, this is the result of feminism, right? Women want their cake and eat it too. Now they don't. Now they don't have to have babies, so they can have abortion. So they got freedom of choice. My body, my choice. And it's really stupid. It really is stupid, because it's like